Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another edition of Sea of Tranquility. I'm your host, Pete Pardo, publisher and CEO of SOT. Today, we're going to take a look at the brand new studio release from longtime British hard rockers, melodic hard rockers, I should say, Magnum The Serpent Rings. First of all, get a load of that glorious Rodney Matthews cover art. Okay. For those of you who have been following this band, if you haven't, you really should. They have long had a partnership with Rodney Matthews, who's done probably, 80, 90% of their album covers over the years. These guys have been around since the early 70s. Their first album came out in 1978. So, longtime veterans, vastly underrated and criminally ignored here in the old US of A or North America in general. I mean, if you've listened to any of the stuff by this band, it's always been, for me, mind-boggling that U.S. rock fans haven't kind of caught up with these guys. Maybe it's the fact that they just never toured here. I know they did a few times back in the day, but man, in recent memory, 30 years, 35 years, I don't know. I don't ever remember seeing Magnum touring here or hearing about them playing anywhere since I've been going to concerts since like 1981. I could be mistaken, but I don't remember it. Anyway, this is now, I believe, their 21st studio album. So it's out on SPV Records. They've got a long history with SPV Records. So let's give you a little snap. There's the band right there. All right, led by, of course, Bob Catley on lead vocals and Tony Clarkin on guitar. Also writes all the songs. Okay, we've got a very cool booklet here that's got, all the lyrics and more pics of the guys in the band, so on and so forth. Get you a nice full shot of the guys right there. Okay. Again, long-time veterans. They've had some, kind of shuffling lineup changes over the years, but otherwise, they're the two guys are the top forces in the band from day one. I will say I have almost all of the Magnum discography. I'm missing a handful of them. I know a lot of you have been asking for a ranking the studio album series for Magnum. I've got to take a look at what I have. They're right behind me, right up there, right behind that Yngwie Malmsteen disc. Okay, right on that shelf. Got all my Magnum CDs, but I know I'm missing a couple of them. All right, there's maybe two of the more recent stuff in the last decade I don't think I have, and I think there's like one or two of the earlier albums, like the 80s albums that I don't have. Otherwise, I got a good chunk of them. A great band. One of those bands that, they kind of fall in line with that melodic rock / AOR. I know some people like to use that AOR term. I never really liked that, adult-oriented rock, but whatever. Anyway, they're a band that at their essence, at their core, they're a hard rock band with absolutely soaring hooks, tons of catchy melodies, a wealth of kind of proggy keyboards, tasty hard rock guitars, tight rhythms, one anthem after another. They do ballads quite well, in addition. They're not a metal band. They're not a full-on prog band. They have this kind of quality that's just so appealing. And all their songs are just, instantly memorable. The hooks are there. The instrumentation is there. The symphonic nature is there. Just a really, really classy band that, again, I just never understood why they weren't global superstars. But anyway, back to the album at hand. So, another one of those I can't remember out of all the Magnum CDs that I have. I don't think there's any that I don't like. Some I like more than others, but they're one of those bands that as soon as you play a new album of theirs, you're picking up on those hooks and those melodies and those memorable riffs and passages like right off the bat. This album is no exception. I will say that this album, I've had it now about maybe 2 weeks. What a grower. Oh my God. It's like every time I listen to it, I like it even more. And I think I've listened to it like 5 times in the last 36 hours. It's just, I just can't get enough of it. So it starts off with Where Are You, Eden? A great hard rock anthem from the band. Clarkson's riffs are great. I mean, this guy can write a catchy melody too. And you got Catley, who's, man, that voice just holds up so well. He's got this kind of interesting, unique, kind of gravelly voice, but it's very melodic. Works really well with these songs. You Can Run Faster Than Bullets, another good raging hard rock tune with a lot of hooks. lot of wealth of keyboards. The first two songs are up-tempo rockers, really, really good, really catchy. Then you got Madman at midnight. Wait, hold on. Got to get out the glasses because I can't always. I don't know all the song titles off the Madman or Messiah, okay, which might be one of my favorite songs on the album. The melody, the vocal melody, especially of the chorus, is just absolutely exquisite. It's majestic. It just like hooks you in, grabs you by the throat, never lets go. That's what I like about a lot of the classic Magnum songs. They have this kind of grand, regal, majestic nature that you just can't not fall in love with, right? Just amazing, amazing stuff. What else we got? The Archway of Tears, another really good melodic track. What else? Not Forgotten. Good, moody, hard rocker. Again, loaded with hooks. The title track, The Serpent Rings. Epic sounding. Majestic. It's proggy. It's rocking, all right? It's kind of everything that this band does so well. The keyboard's so well played. The House of Kings. A really, really great song. It's a little more. It's one of the more aggressive tunes on this album. Very rocking. Catley takes on a really gruff nature to it. In fact, I almost thought, I'm listening to this and I'm like, God, that almost sounds like Al Atkins, the original lead singer for Judas Priest. But it's actually Catley doing like a more aggressive take on Magnum's style of heavy rock. And it even has these really kind of bright symphonic keyboards and horns. And you would think, God, horns on a Magnum song? But it works. It's really good. It's a hard rocking tune. It's really upbeat and bright and, fist pumping. And the horns just really work. The Great Unknown, another great tune. There's a couple songs on here which kind of border on like kind of ballady type material. But yet they've got the hard rock crunch and that kind of proggy touch and those absolutely skyrocketing choruses. Man, another killer song. The last one on Earth. Irresistible chorus. Something about Catley's voice, man. That guy can sing a chorus. And the way they layer the vocals, just absolutely superb. And then the final track, Crimson on the White Sand. Gorgeous, epic, majestic, stunning stuff. The instrumentation just mind-blowing. I love the mix of the kind of keyboards and the layers of guitar chords and things. Great guitar solo. They're one of those bands that, and the reason why I kind of wanted to go this route on this next statement is because I think that last song I just mentioned is probably the closest thing they have to kind of like a prog epic on this album. But this band was never all about flashy solos and things like that. They could do all that, but that's not their MO. And I think that just they're a band that delivers instantly memorable songs that kind of scratch that itch for a lot of different kind of music followers. So you like kind of melodic hard rock, boom. You like kind of maybe more accessible prog, boom. You like that kind of radio-friendly AOR type stuff, boom. They do, some of their stuff borders on being a little heavy, but not metal. All right, they kind of do so much so well, but they're not flashy, right? They just deliver album after album, great song after great song, and I think that this album, The Serpent Rings, is got to be one of their best. I've fallen in love with this album. Haven't had it long, and man, it's just kind of swept me away. This is just crank it up loud, sing along with it, just totally get into it, and amazing. So if you have not listened to Magnum, you need to. All right, I think, like I said, I got to take a look at my stock of what I have by them. I would like to do a ranking the album show for them at some point soon, because I think they're a band, especially here in North America, that people need to know more about. Like I said, criminally overlooked and underrated. Just album after album of just fantastic songs, impeccable playing, great cover art, right? I mean, just amazing. So anyway, I urge you to go out and get this as quick as you can. It's that damn good. Magnum, The Serpent Rings on SPV Records. outstanding. Easily going to be one of my favorites of the year. I can tell you right now. Visit us on the web at www.seatranquility.org, where you'll find a full review of this entire CD. Just posted last night, so you don't want to miss that. Visit us on Facebook, and of course we're here on we're on Twitter too, and we're here on YouTube all the damn time. So don't touch that dial. We've got a review of the new Nectar CD, long time classic prog band from the 70s, still doing it. All right, so that's coming right up. You don't want to miss that. And then later today, I'm going to rank the studio albums of Yes. I know that's one you've all been asking for, so that's coming up too. So don't miss it. We'll see you real soon. Bye-bye.